Many times yoga has been confused to be a religion, but it has nothing to do with religion. But the other one I think that always surprises me is that you're just sitting doing nothing. But I was in that phase because this whole studio has been a journey for me. There was a time when I'm just sitting and I'm feeling I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm sat here, I'm doing this exercise, and then even during because they teach you how to meditate within the exercise, you find out you're really trying but you don't get it. It took me a long time to figure out the journey of running on this beautiful treadmill, which is very private to people. You have a treadmill in your heart, you have a treadmill in your mind. Now how do we sync these both? That's what yoga teaches you. When your body is tired and you need to relax your body, you need a physical exercise like perhaps running, going to the gym. Yoga is a physical exercise, whereas meditation is part of this yoga exercise where you're using your mind to calm down, relax, reduce anxiety, and carry out the exercise at the same time. Therefore, yoga is union between mind and body. Bring both your hands up towards you and gaze at the space between your hands. Ancient yoga comes from the word yog, which is ancient Indian. You will find yoga from many parts of the world. There's African yoga as well, and people practice yoga in different parts of their cultures. Traditionally, yoga has been part of people's traditional cultures. The yoga we teach has got its roots in ancient India, and it has, you can say, it over 4,000 years. I'll give you a very good example why yoga. At this point in time, everybody is asked to calm down and reduce anxiety. And we're not able to do that because we have an action of fright and flight within our body, which is a tendency to run because we are scared. And everybody is scared during this present time. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how poor you are, or which ethnic background you are from. Anxiety is touching each and every child, adult, and anybody you can think of. Yoga is a form of exercise which is performed at a low pace. When it's performed at a low pace, we ask you to breathe from the nose, taking deep inhales and deep exhales. And through this breathing process, you tend to reduce your anxiety level. And not only that, you have, you feel your body in a routine where the heartbeat level is constant. You'll be doing some practices in the room where you're going to be like, you're doing a fast exercise, but it's not really. You're going to be feeling as if you're running on a treadmill, but you're not really. So the action is the same, which is having your heart rate up, because ideally that's what any form of exercise is. Yoga, slow. And when you perform something in slowness, you have to think about what you're doing. And when you're thinking about what you're doing, it brings you calmness, it brings you focus. I would like to say that you start feeling all right straight away. The amount of times a patient goes to any doctor depends on the patient himself. It depends how long the patient is determined to stay in the room and practice the yoga. Very many times. How long depends on the client. I have clients who come with me for within the first session, they feel that the next day they definitely feel that they had a good sleep, right? And then some people, it takes time. For example, yoga is a series of postures that you do. Now what happens is, some postures, it'll take me a long time to do because my body, my shoulders, my hips might be tight at certain places. So when you practice that exercise, like giving yourself physiotherapy, because you're really stretching to the limits, and then you hold it. When you hold your body at a stretched angle for a while, you're performing yourself a massage by itself.